the three biggest money blocks. If that is the kind of block that you're holding on to, it is time to let that go. Change the way that you now approach the things that. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ishpreet and I am a money and manifestation coach. We talk about all things high vibe, all things money and quantum physics, and just everything that helps you become a master creator in your life. So if you're here, welcome once again. And you know what? We just hit 2,000 subscribers on this channel. And this may sound crazy, but I can already see and picture myself receiving the silver play button very, very soon. Yeah, but I always say crazy things and then I do crazy things. So who knows? I'm going to be coming back in a couple of days and I'm going to be like, hey guys, literally just quantum leap into that reality. Because the more number of people who join me on this community, the more lives I impact, the kind of stories I get. Like people telling me how this channel has impacted their lives, it is absolutely crazy. The kind of things they have manifested just through this channel, it is crazy. So I wish to continue doing that and changing more lives. On that note, let's get into today's video. It's going to be a very interesting one because I want to talk to you about the three biggest money blocks that is holding back all the abundance to flow into your life right now. So if you're somebody who feels like money is just not flowing in, or it doesn't stick around, like you manifest money but then it just like goes away, or you don't have a very good relationship with money, when you think of it all you feel is restlessness and anxiousness and just all these feelings, negative emotions, this video is for you because it is going to help you heal your relationship with money in some way, or at least give you a direction as to what are the things that are like a big no in this journey of yours when it comes to manifesting abundance. The one thing, I'm a money coach, right? So the one thing that is very prominent in the success stories that I have in my one-on-one containers or in my academy, for example, is people manifesting loads and loads of money. Like every single day I have people coming back to me telling me how they have made back 2 times, 3 times, 10 times, 50 times the money that they have invested in me, and how they manifested it back in like literally a couple of days or like a week or so. And not just that, but just so many money manifestation success stories that happen in my academy every single day. And that's because I tell them exactly what they need to know in order to make back that money and shitloads of abundance even after that. So that's exactly why I was just talking about this on my stories yesterday, that this is the difference between an investment into a program or an expense into a program, right? You can see all the success stories like you just saw right now, and this should give you an idea that I know what I'm talking about, so you want to watch this video till the very end. So let's get started. The very first block that you need to let go of is thinking money is the root of all evil. Okay, so if you're somebody who just gets a little triggered by people who have money, people who talk about money very openly, people who share the figures that they make in their life, in their business, or just the thought, just the idea that people who have money are not very nice people. If that is the kind of block that you're holding on to, it is time to let that go. Because the moment you land into the category of people who believe this, you are being one of those people who will never have that abundance, because that is your relationship with money, right? So the very first thing is that you need to identify, do you feel triggered when people talk about money? How do you feel when you look at somebody making the kind of money you want to make, making shitloads of money? How does that make you feel when they talk about it, when they're openly sharing it? How does that make you feel? Because that is telling you whether you have a block around this area or not. And the moment you start to realize that money really is service, the more money you have, it's like, I feel like it's a responsibility of every person, because you know what, the more money you make, the more opportunity you have to serve, to give back, to contribute. And you can't pour from an empty cup. If you don't have money in your own bank account, how are you ever going to give back to someone, right? The more you have, the more you give. And that's what I feel when I look at people with money and when I think about money from my own life. So that's the very first block. The second block is that if you look at things and the first reaction that comes to your mind is, oh my god, this is very expensive. I just can't afford this. If these are the things that come to your mind, it is a big blow. And this is what you need to do. Change the way that you now approach the things that are expensive. Instead of saying that, oh my God, this is so expensive, try saying, I am so abundant that I can afford whatever I want. I am so abundant that I can have this and I can have that. And you don't even have to say this out loud. You can say this in your mind. You look at something and you can be like, I can have that. I can have this also, and I can have that. I choose not to sort of invest my money in this right now, but if I wanted to, I can have it. Delete the term expensive from your vocabulary, because the moment you use something like expensive, you are putting it on a pedestal. Like you are differentiating between 10 rupees or $10 and 1,000 rupees or $1,000. What that means is that money is just energy. Even if it feels different, even if 10 rupees feels different from 10,000 rupees, for example, see, on an energetic level, the energy that 10 rupees has, it's the same as 10,000 rupees. But we as people put it on a pedestal. The reason why making 10 rupees is a lot easier than any other amount, a bigger amount, is because in our mind, 10 rupees is not a big deal. I mean, it's what is it? You don't even think about it. If you even lose 10 rupees, you're never going to think about it, right? But when it comes to a bigger amount, you're like, oh my God, it's a big amount. You put it on a pedestal. So the moment you start to differentiate money like that, instead of remembering that it is just energy, you need to normalize it, and you need to understand that all the abundance that you can ever seek exists in the form of a feeling inside of you right now. That is what attracts money into your life, nothing else. If you can live in the feeling of abundance, knowing that you are abundant enough to have whatever you want, you can attract it, because it's your feelings that attracts everything into your life, including abundance, including money, right? So the next time you see something that is expensive, you remind yourself and you go in your mind saying, wouldn't it be nice to have that? Wouldn't it be nice to own that? Wouldn't it be nice to buy that? Whatever it is, but you have that kind of conversation. You stop saying the term that it is expensive, because it is literally the pedestal you're putting it on, and you will see how things just start to sort of flow into your life. The next block is pretty similar to this one actually. It's to avoid saying that I can't afford it. Now, this is again, it's a little different from expensive and saying that, I can't afford it. And the difference between these two is that, yeah, expensive is something that is a very common term vocabulary. We go around every single day saying, oh, that's expensive, this is expensive. It's a very common term. When you say, I can't afford it, I feel like this is mainly used for situations that are really significant, more significant, right? And I want you to stop using it. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, start to say, wouldn't it be nice to have it? The same as the previous one. Wouldn't it be nice to have it? Or imagine in that very second, take a moment and imagine having it. How does that make you feel? The point being, remove these terms from your vocabulary. It's expensive and I can't afford it. Remove it and replace it with what I just told you. It will change your relationship with money. I don't remember the last time I looked at something and I went like, oh my God, I can't afford it, or it's so expensive. No, I always go like, well, it'll be nice to have it. I have all the abundance to have it today, tomorrow, whenever, but I have all the abundance to have it. And when I feel like, I will have it. Simple. You see how different that feels from, instead of saying what I'm just asking you not to say. Okay. The fourth one being, so this is a bonus point. I was only going to give you 3, but this is a bonus point. So the block around lack mindset. Actually, no, the fourth one is not exactly like a block, but I would want you to use it more like a tip into your life, because this particular thing has gotten a lot of people in my energy to make back everything that they spend, invest, or whatever. Like every time money flows out in their life, money flows back in like rocket speed. It's like a circular motion. It goes and it comes back like 360 degree. So the thing that we do is that we decide that every single time that I am going to spend, or every single time I'm giving money away, I tell myself that I decide that I'm going to make back this amount, or even 5 times, 10 times this amount in a matter of days. I decide that and then I spend that money, because every time I do that, money finds its way back to me. It just does. I don't know, in unexpected ways, someone buys something from my programs, like some of my programs or whatever, but it always finds its way back to me. And only because when I'm spending, I spend from an abundant mind. Like, I don't spend thinking, oh my God, I don't have money and I'm spending this also. No, I spend with a grateful heart that I have. No matter how much is in my bank account, I will always spend with a grateful heart. 1 rupee or 1 lakh, doesn't matter. I'm still going to be grateful. And that's to say that I spend with a grateful heart, and then I decide that this money is going to make its way back to me in a matter of time, in a few hours, in a few days, but it is going to find its way back to me. And that's just how it is. It just is. Things happen in your life just because you decide that they do. It's as simple as that. Money flows into your life just because you decide it does. Things, opportunities flow just because you decide it does. Things are literally that simple. But it's just that we sort of overcomplicate things in a manner that, well, what can I say? Stop overcomplicating, start simplifying. Things are not supposed to be so hard, because I have experiences from all the success stories that you saw. I'm telling you, it's not difficult. And I think for me, I feel like I am that person who can literally and who literally simplifies every single thing out loud. So, in my academy, if you're not a part of my academy and if you're looking to elevate your life, attract abundance, attract whatever you want, and become a master creator, you need to join the academy. You are really, really missing out. I mean, this is that place that you will not need to be anywhere else if you're here. And it will turn you into a master creator. I have seen people go from where they were to massive leaps and transformations and quantum leaps in literally 1 or 2 days, also. Like, that is the shortest amount of time that I've seen people quantum leap in my energy, because that is the power of my energy. If you're interested to know more about it, feel free to check the link in the description below. Also, feel free to connect with me on Instagram. The link is in the description below. Join our Telegram community. Again, the link is in the description below. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Silver play button coming very, very soon. And I'm going to see you in my next video. How did I just freeze it right now? Okay. What the fuck? Uh, how, even if I'm not trying to give any bloopers, I end up giving bloopers. That makes sense. Okay, wait, what? Oh, sorry. I thought my phone is running out of battery. Okay, the अरे यार मैं क्यों ऐसा करती हूँ